everyone, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques Restoration. In my line of work of restoring antique and vintage furniture, there's one question I get quite a bit. It's, what top coat do you use most of the time? And the top coat, my go-to top coat, is by General Finishes. I love this top coat. I've been using it, boy, probably close to 5 years. Never had an issue with it. It's easy to apply, and I just can't say enough good things about it. And it's reasonably priced too. So it's General Finishes. It's an oil-based gel top coat. So anytime I stain any type of piece of furniture, whether it's a dresser, coffee table, kitchen table, I use this product. Now, I do not use this product over painted pieces of furniture because it will yellow a light painted piece of furniture. So I strictly use this on top of any natural wood, stained wood pieces of furniture. So I can't say enough good things about it. I get a satin finish is what I normally use. This is a quart. It runs me $24.99. Now here's a little hint. I always put on any product that I buy, I always write the date. It helps me to know when running my business how much of a product, how fast I'm going through it. That's my little chihuahua sneezing beneath me. If you've watched my videos before, welcome back. Biscuit, when he gets excited, when he hears me talking, he sneezes. So that's what you hear beneath me. So anyways, getting back to General Finishes Gel Top Coat. I apply it with almost all of my furniture restoration projects. I've never had any issues with it in regards to durability, in regards to how easy it is to apply. I apply it simply with a 2-inch foam brush, super easy. I apply usually 3 coats. If I'm doing like a kitchen table, a coffee table, more of a high traffic piece, maybe I'll apply 5 coats. It all depends on the use of the project. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to apply this. I just finished a rustic coffee table behind me. I'm very excited. This is the first coffee table top that I've made from scratch, and I'm pretty proud of it. So now I need to add a top coat to this coffee table. So come with me and let's go apply this. Okay, you guys, you see that awesome coffee table behind me? This is a coffee table top that I made from scratch. I cut different sizes of piece of wood, stained them different colors. I stained them all with General Finishes gel stains. I will list all those colors for you at the bottom of this video. I'll also include a link to the YouTube video I previously did on how I created this really cool rustic top. So a couple things before you start with applying any type of top coat poly. Do you hear what's behind me? I have a motor running. It's a little space heater. I'm going to shut that off. I advise anybody who's applying any type of top coat, you don't want anything blowing, like a fan, a space heater, anything that could, cause dust particles, little pieces of hair, fibers to kind of go around in the room. I have seen some people that apply top coat outside. I don't know. I personally wouldn't do it, but some people do. You want to make sure the room that you're working into, check the temperature on the product that you're using to make sure your room temp is not too humid, not too hot, not too cold. You need it to be a certain temp for the top coat to dry correctly. So General Finishes top coat looks like this. It's very yellow. And I usually have a stir stick nearby, and I just stir it a little bit because even when it sits, sometimes it will get more liquidy on top. So you just want to make sure that's really stirred well before you start. I already wiped down the top of this coffee table to make sure there weren't any dog hairs from Biscuit, hairs from me. I always put my hair up when I'm applying top coat. And we will get started here. So first I'm going to show you just from far away how I apply it, and then I'll probably readjust my camera here. So pretty simple. I got my 2-inch foam brush. I dip a little bit in my can and I get it on there and I work just in small sections. This works for me. I know some people, they apply it to their whole top of whatever they're polying and then they go back. Me, I like to work in small sections. And then I drag my foam brush from one end to the other, trying to get just a really smooth, continuous brush stroke from one end to the other without interrupting it. If you notice, I first put it on, I'm kind of going back and forth, making sure the entire surface is covered, and then I drag my brush down. And then sometimes I go over back where I see where there might be, you know, a line or so. I want it as smooth as possible. Hi, Biscuit. So once again, I come up here, you're gonna see me, I move my brush back and forth, but then when I do my final drag down, it's going all in one direction. I don't lift my brush up, bring it all the way down. This works for me. Again, I've seen people apply poly with rags, with sponges, everything unimaginable I've seen done. I've tried a few of them. For me, with the gel poly, this method works well for me. Again, bring it from one edge down to the other. Now I'm going to look over here at my edging, make sure I don't have any drips. You don't want any drips going on. That's what I like about General Finishes gel poly. It's thicker and it seems to be easier to work with, for me at least. Again, I'm moving my brush back and forth, and here I come again. Woo. Dragging that brush down. I just love the way this poly makes the wood grain just pop. So I'm going to readjust my camera so you guys can get a closer view of what I'm doing here, and you can see how beautiful this looks already with just the minimal amount that I put on. Okay everyone, I'm done applying my first coat of that General Finishes gel top coat. You could see in the video there were a couple times there was a little like hair that I was picking out, and then there was a little piece of something, a white fleck of something, and I had to get a needle out and get it out from in between the two pieces of wood. But I got it. It's all done. Now it's drying behind me. So I'm going to apply 3 total coats of that General Finishes top coat. I'm applying this around, I'm gonna say 7:30 at night. I'm gonna wait a full 24 hours in between coats. A full 24 hours. Then what I do is I come in with a felt block. Get one of these. I'm telling you, this is a game changer. Get yourself a felt block. They're super cheap. And then I take a 400 grit sandpaper and I wrap it around my felt block, and I'm going to lightly sand in between each coat. What this does, it's knocking down any dust particles that have gotten into my top coat overnight. You'll feel it with your hands. It'll be a little bit bumpy. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this felt block here and you're just gonna go from one end of your piece of furniture to the next and just keep doing that over your entire piece. And then it's gonna get a little dusty. You're gonna see a little bit of white residue. Don't freak out, that's normal. Then you need to clean that white dust residue off before you apply your second coat. You're gonna do the same thing in between your second and third coat. You're gonna wait a full 24 hours, and then you're going to hand sand get yourself a felt block. It's so important. It just keeps your sandpaper really nice and flat and smooth when you go across a piece of furniture. If you have it just wrapped around your hand, you're getting the grooves of your fingers, and obviously your fingers aren't flat. So I would get yourself a felt block and just do that in between each coat. It's such a game changer. And that's how you apply General Finishes Top Coat. If you guys have any questions on how to apply this top coat, please leave it in the comment section. I try my best to reply as fast as I can. And I'm so glad you joined me today. I hope you learned a little bit about this amazing product. I love this stuff. I can't say enough good things about it. Go get yourself some. You can order it on Amazon, and I also know you can order it like your local woodcraft store. I don't know if you have that chain where you live, but here in New England, we have that chain and they carry it, and that's where I usually get mine. So thanks again for joining me here at Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. I almost forgot the end part there. I have a teenage son that needs me to get him to a basketball tryout, so I'm trying to. I've got a lot of things going on in my brain. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. It's a red button. It's in the lower right-hand corner. You can't miss it. I'm also on Facebook. You can find me here. And then I'm also on Instagram, and you can find me here. So until next time, you guys, see ya.